All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his first look is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it's cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Pretty move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Deshaun Jackson taking it in. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Winston eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Nigel Bradham, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the ball. Sunday. Lion.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Two jet.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Winston launching one for Henderson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go, even.
Following the interception, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Winston. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jameis again. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wins to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they put his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Let's go now. Hey, 5-0.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Launching one for Henderson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Turn the plate.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's 5-3. 82.
Wins to throw. That is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Wentz. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. A first down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This is Clement. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch. Porky, 82, Porky. 357.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ron Parker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's convert.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check it back. Ram. Come on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle to Evans. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is.